All right, hello everyone. My name is Tanis Fugit, and today we are checking out a new game, new to me anyway. It's been out for a couple of months, I understand. It's still in early access. It is not technically fully out yet. It's in early access. It's called Against the Storm. My understanding is that it is a sort of a roguelike base builder, community manager without combat. Like there's no opposing enemy forces. Specifically, you are against the clock and you are against the elements, right? This is a world in which sort of the storm has taken its toll. Like it basically in cycles, the storm closes in, and everybody, all of the living people, are forced to retreat to like this one sort of core settlement, which is like, my understanding is that it's inside a volcano, and that's how everybody stays warm. They just use the like geothermal power from the volcano, and then in cycles the storm will retreat, and you could go out into the wilderness and set up temporary camps and extract resources, which you will then need to bring back to the central settlement at the end of this sort of cycle. That's my understanding. It's got roguelike elements where like each time you play through a settlement, you can generate resources that you can then use to start and make yourself stronger in future runs. Very much a roguelike type thing. And then there are elements where within the game itself, once you start a settlement, some random things will happen. So as you can see, it's currently being updated. They actually have their next update scheduled listed right here. So you can actually see that the next update is going to be on the 2nd of March, so in about a week. We're expecting to see this update. Pretty good options menu from what I can tell. Scalable UI, all sorts of the standard stuff that you would expect out of a modern game. You can toggle all of your depths of field, motion blur, fog, stuff like that. Lots of options for streamers and recorders in the screen mode style, not just like full screen or not full screen. It's actually got options for like exclusive full screen, maximize window, all the different ways that it can play nicely with your recording software, which is cool. Toggleable alerts and stuff like that, rebindable key binding, stuff like that. So it's seems like a pretty good game so far. I have not played any of it yet. I've not touched it, so I have seen a little bit of gameplay, like about 10 minutes or so of gameplay total. So we're going to really jump in. This is my first go. So here we go. We're going to hit play.
The world is plagued by the Blight Storm, a vile cycle of destruction ravaging everything in its path. The only safe haven is the smoldering city, where the mysterious scorched queen reigns.
Yeah, so we're getting a little bit of the backstory here.
You are one of her viceroys, a pioneer sent into the wilds, tasked with establishing new settlements and acquiring valuable resources for the crown. Your goal is to help rebuild the smoldering city and secure the future of the queen's subjects.
All right, seems simple enough. All right. So use WASD or mouse to move the camera. Okay. I can zoom in and out as well. Neglecting your village will increase the queen's impatience and bring her wrath upon you. Right, so this is my understanding. This is sort of like, it's an RTS game, so it's played out in real time, and basically the queen's impatience increases up to a point. If it takes too long for you to complete your various objectives on the map, she'll just recall you and probably behead you. And that's just the end all and be all of that run. So this is the map. So basically there are these sort of foggy glades that are cut off by the trees here. This one's dangerous. This one's got problems in it. These glades are where your various resources are. So this is your sort of established city. This is like your town hall, and this is, I believe, like a furnace. This is like how everybody stays warm. This is like a heating area. Filling your duties will increase the town's reputation, will unlock new buildings, and eventually bring you to victory. Choose a new blueprint. Click on the crown below. So this here is our reputation bar. So as this bar goes up this way, it gets bad for us, right? And eventually when this hits maxed out, we just lose. As this goes this way, we unlock more stuff. We gain, abilities to expand out our little city here, and eventually we win the game. So this is the roguelike element. At the beginning of the expedition, each expedition starts only a few essential blueprints. More will be given to you as you gain reputation points. So this is interesting because the game, it's not that it gives you a woodcutter's camp, it's that it gives you the blueprint for a woodcutter's camp. So that means during this run, I will be able to build woodcutter's camps. But that won't, you'll pick different ones for different runs. Press space to resume. Yeah, you can pause it at any time. So it's a real-time strategy game, but it is pausable and unpausable, much like, say, a Rim World or a Dwarf Fortress style of game, right? Where you can let time progress, or you can slow it down or speed it up. So I hit space and it plays out. Build a woodcutter's camp and explore the forest. You have to keep the fire going at all times. Yes, you can see my little men here lit this, and now it's burning, and now everybody can stay nice and warm and safe. Oh, and now it's like unlocking and opening all sorts of stuff here. So I've got this sort of winning, and so there's, oh wow, there's like a huge, that's kind of cool. There's like a huge in-game like codex, basically. Winning and losing. And against a storm, you build not one but many settlements. To successfully establish a town and therefore win a run, you need to collect enough reputation points to fill the entire reputation bar in blue. It's important to do this before the queen's impatience, which is red, reaches its maximum. If the queen loses her patience, you will lose. You will also lose if all of your villagers either leave or die. Good to know. So I have villagers here, or I've got different races of villagers. Okay. Okay, so this is maybe a little small. I could actually see scaling this UI up a little bit. This is actually quite small UI. So at this point, it looks like I've got, so I've got humans, I've got beaver folk, and I've got lizard folk. Okay, I've got 3 humans, 3 beavers, 3 lizards. And each one have a set of resolve. Okay, which has a bar associated with it. Population, builders, free workers, and homeless. Okay, so the homeless so apparently nobody can live in here. This is, oh, it's a warehouse. Okay, I thought it was like a town hall or town center or something. That's actually just a warehouse. So nobody's got a home. All 9 of my people are homeless. I have 1 lizard man who is not a builder, it looks like, because I have 3 population, but only 2 free workers. So one of them has a job, I'm guessing. Let's continue. Okay, so it's not going to actually tutorialize this any further, I guess. Okay, so I've got eggs. Okay, so I've got food stock, building materials, fuel and exploration, looming darkness. Additional seconds effect, reach hostility level. Hostility of the forest. Click on your population, you see what you're doing, can do. This is not interactable, it seems like. This is just an information. I wonder if I click on... Yeah, I'm sure this will get tutorialized at some point, but... Alright, roads, camps. Woodcutter's camp. So it wanted me to build a woodcutter's camp. So I'm guessing I want to stick it near... I can't stick it back into the woods, but I guess I want to stick it here. It's got an arrow. I saw roads, so I'm guessing I'll have to connect everything up with roads at some point. But let's stick it here. Press R to rotate. Okay. So now some of those free guys should run off and build this, huh? Orders. Okay, so these are my active orders. These are things that I've actively got going on. 3 beavers will join the settlement. Wood cutting is a lot easier. Camp production is quicker. Okay, yeah, orders over here. So woodcutter's camp needs... Is that some kind of... I mean, I'm guessing it's wood, right? Building material. Parts. Parts. It needs 2 parts to build. Okay, no workers are assigned to this building. I need a second woodcutter camp. So I see the order up here is asking for 2. So I'm going to put a second one down over here. We're going to rotate it. We're going to try and stick it down as much into that as possible. Now, this doesn't seem to have any workers associated. Aha! Okay. Specialization bonus wood. I mean, my assumption is that the beavers are the best bet for this, but that's just a guess. For this one, we'll put in humans, I guess. Okay. Oh, okay. Hold on. An adaptable species, very susceptible to the rain. Humans are adept at farming and really enjoy brewing. Beavers are hardworking and honest, also quite demanding. They're gifted woodworkers and enjoy engineering. Lizards are very resilient and distrustful species. They are very good with animals and meat productions, prefer to work in warm environments due to their cold-blooded nature. So these guys are going to get very upset very quickly, I imagine, if the fire ever goes out. Okay, so my orders are currently, yeah, so my guys are collecting, they're cutting down these trees. All right, so the order is done, so I should be able to deliver this. Okay. Reputation 1, every full reputation point you acquire lowers impatience. Okay, so I can actually drop the impatience back down as I gain reputation. So I'll get 3 new beavers, and woodcutting will go better. So we'll deliver this. Okay, so that's done. Exploring the wilds. Objectives. Cut through the forest to discover 2 glades. Assign 5 beavers as woodcutters. So that means I probably want to go back into this and change out my humans for beavers. Wonder if your central clearing will get bigger as you cut down trees. Well, it seems to be, because there's already a space back behind this camp here. So I'm guessing these trees actually disappear because I have to access these glades. Mark trees for harvest. To cut through the forest to reach glades faster, you can mark certain trees for felling. Click the axe icon on the right side of the lower HUD and drag the cursor over the trees. This one. Mark trees for harvesting. Okay. So we'll have them cut down specific ones. You can choose a new blueprint as a reward for acquiring a reputation point. Click the pulsing number on the reputation bar in the lower part of the screen. So this guy. Your renown grows. You can now choose from one of the available blueprints that the Queen offers you. Well, I've only got the one here. Shelter. Can accommodate any villager but won't satisfy the need for species-specific housing. Has to be built near a hearth. Can house 3 residents. Okay, so clearly I want to build that. So we're going to go into housing. We're going to build a shelter. Okay, so it says say near a hearth. So yeah, this will eventually open up. Well, let's stay relatively near the hearth then. Let's do something like this. Something like that to get started. I don't know how many, is it just 1 person per shelter or how many people can live in each shelter? I'm not really sure. Also, how far in can I zoom? Ah, that's cool. Is this a human? That is a human. They've got like these like carapace shells that they're wearing for protection because it's constantly raining. It said 3 per shelter. Thank you for reading the tooltip that I apparently can't read. So these are the lizard men, I'm guessing. Oh, aha, the small hearth has a worker on it. It's one of the, okay. Sacred Pyre. Lizard fire keepers are very adept at the ancient rites. +1 to global resolve. Allowed fuel. If the fire goes out, people will lose hope. Specialization bonus, warmth. So that's why they... Okay. So sacrifice, nothing can be sacrificed. Hearth level, we can upgrade the hearth. Okay. Fuel. Okay, wood. So I can burn wood at the hearth, but I also need it for building stuff. So if I like uncheck this, they won't ever use wood to fuel the hearth. That seems pretty good to me. Okay. What will they use instead? Looks like there is coal, sea marrow, and oil. Looks like what are the available types of fuel. I mean, let's keep everything sort of close in here, I guess. Let's I don't know how much space is needed for roads and stuff. How important roads are going to be. But let's build more houses. I actually need one more, I think. How much does this cost? Costs 10, and I've got 21 in stock right now. So let's put up even another one. Enough houses for everyone. Exploration. Although you're surrounded almost entirely by thick forest, there are smaller and bigger glades around your starting location. To establish a successful settlement, you'll have to cut your way through to them. Glades can contain resources, treasures, fertile soil, ruined buildings, and more. Use the tree marking tool, axe icons on the lower right of the central HUD to point your woodcutters to specific areas of the forest they should prioritize. Best rewards come from dangerous or forbidden glades, which are marked with a skull icon, but these always have at least one dangerous glade event within them, which will require you to deliver certain goods or to complete a challenge in order to complete them. So that's this guy over here. This is a dangerous glade. Oh, there's my first glade. So looks like it's got a bird's nest. So it'll generate eggs. Is that an item type? Yes. Looks like it will generate eggs and roots. Okay. So what can I do about that? Can I like collect them? Oh, gathering. Requires a camp with a star recipe or better. Okay. Decorations. Yeah, I don't have the ability to build anything else right now. So I guess we're just going to keep cutting into these glades. I guess that's sort of the main thing. Presumably you will set cooks for camp. That is, I mean, that's definitely something that would make sense. All right, I've actually got so much wood. We can turn wood back on because I'm not building anything right now. We'll let them burn wood for the hearth. Okay, let's actually speed this up. We can go times 1.5 speed, times 2, and times 3 speed. Yeah, so you can see my building area definitely expanded out over here. Oh, autosave? Looked like that. It looked like there was an autosave just now. Oh, I have exposed the next glade. Clay deposit. So there's a small amount of clay in here. So it looks like I will... Oh, crafting resources. Plant fiber and resin. Okay, well, I finished this order, so let's go ahead and deliver it. So our rewards, 3 new humans are going to join us. We'll get a bunch of meat, and we'll get a reputation point. Ta-da! Food supplies. Objective. Small foragers camp. So I need to build a foragers camp. Small crude version of a specialized camp. It's slower, can only gather from small nodes. Can collect grain, roots, and vegetables. Produce 5 vegetables in a small voyager. Bleh. Small foragers camp. F and V, different letters. Clay would be good for making cooking utensils. You're probably not wrong. Giant vegetables. Okay, so I reward giant vegetables. +1 to vegetable production. Gain additional vegetables every yield from gathering, farming, or production. Okay. I'm guessing that, well, I don't have that ability, but I'm guessing it's going to give this to me. Yeah, so foragers camp. So we got that now. So now we open up camp. We go to foragers camp. And let's stick one in here. Okay, go. Does it say humans were good at foraging? They're adept at farming. Farming and foraging the same? No. Although they look very similar. The icons of each look very similar to each other. Alright. We're gonna put some humans to work over here. Herbalist's camp is idle. You can interact with objects found in the forest, allocate resources, assign workers, choose rewards, and give orders to investigate. Oh, we opened up this guy over here. A building destroyed by the storm, it can be rebuilt or salvaged. I've got what I need to rebuild it, although I can also salvage it. Meet an event, you must deliver specific goods. Oh, that's the reward if I rebuild it. Okay. It needs... Probably useful to have. Yeah, no, I'm definitely not going to salvage it. We're going to... Yeah, we're going to rebuild it. And then we're going to investigate. Actually put 3 humans on it. Okay. So this glade had... Oh, but it's also got other stuff. It's got bushes and mushrooms, it looked like. Yeah, okay. So a lot of food over here. And the herbalist shop, which we will go ahead and rebuild up. This next is like... This way? Dig into that big glade over there. See what's over there. This is being... Yep, this is being rebuilt as we speak. Glade events. Glade events are objects found in the forest like abandoned caches, survival camps, ruins, wild beasts, etc. Some of them are positive, offering goods or new villagers in exchange for a small amount of resources. Others are dangerous, forcing you to act quickly to avoid negative consequences while also giving you generous rewards should you complete them. Once you select a Glade event, the event panel will show. Then you'll be able to find a few different sections. Effects, worker slots, requirements, rewards. The effects section shows you the possible negative consequences of the event and how much time you have left before they occur. To complete an event, you need to assign workers to it. Select one of the 2 reward options and select Investigate. Some events simply require you to deliver goods, while others have something called a working effect. Working effects are like special conditions that activate once you give the order to investigate an event, like a resolve penalty, a slow debuff, etc. Your goal is to survive these conditions for a set amount of time. After an event has been completed, your workers will deliver the rewards to your warehouse and no more negative events will trigger. Okay. So this was an event. It needed this. We needed to assign people to it and investigate, and yeah, we're going to rebuild it. So this has been built. People are currently Except it needs vegetables. Not sure where it would be getting vegetables from. Flax field. Do we have like there's something on the map that oh, is this? Oh, I think I misunderstood. Okay. Yes, I think I misunderstood some of what's going on here. Okay. So let's try and knock down some of these trees here to like expand my working area. Yes, I do believe I kind of misunderstood the assignment here. So we are going to put down a forager's camp over here, I think. Probably to... yeah. Okay, I was not really paying attention to what the resources were that are available here. Newcomers are waiting. Once in a while, you can welcome a new group of villagers. Don't let them wait too long. People have been sent here by the crown. Which group do you want to stay? The other will continue on to the next settlement. 15 grain, 10 vegetables, leather, and stone. But it's only 2 people. Well, we'll accept this, because I don't actually have a ton of room. Yeah, I actually need to build more shelters anyway. I have homeless people. This glade's actually about to open up on its own. Yep. We got a small flax field. Alright, that's fine. Oh, a storm. It is raining. Storm year 1. Okay, so now we are working through... oh, these humans came... this job got finished. We'll put some humans to work over here. Once these trees get chopped down, I can put down my foragers. Another foraging camp. No, actually, that's kind of close enough to most of it anyway. Well, that actually seems fine. Let's do that. There's enough space there. That hits everything. Flax is good for textiles. Yeah, we're going to see what kind of other camps and what we can make eventually from some of these camps and stuff. Food production, industry, city building. So yeah, it looks like there's going to be a lot of possible, like, stuff. Ooh, a new glade opened. This one got opened. We have a small encampment. Destroyed camp in the wilderness. There are survivors in the area. So if I click on it, we have... okay, so it needs food sources in order to... okay, so basically we need to supply these people with food sources. I'm actually going to send you... I got a ton of vegetables. I'm actually going to send you roots, though, because I don't have anything else that needs roots right now. Send them to the Citadel. I can get amber pouch. It has 10 amber in it. I don't know what amber is. Or I can welcome in the people. It'll be a human, a lizard, and a beaver. I don't know. I feel like I've got a lot of people right now. I'm curious what this amber pouch is. We're going to do this. We're gonna send 2 humans out there to deliver these roots over to you. And go. Oh, choose a cornerstone. No one can weather the storm alone. The queen offers you a cornerstone that will lay the foundation for your town's prosperity. Choose wisely, as you won't be able to change it. So these are like the artifacts you get in a standard like roguelike, which is where like it sort of changes the way that your run is built each time. So carpenter's tools. Building materials is the foundation of every settlement. Production is 50% quicker in the building. Crude workstations. Or the Royal Academy wants a detailed map of the region and will supply anyone willing to help. Gain 20 reeds and 20 clay for each discovered glade. Let's try that one. We've got a few more glades to discover. Oh, we need to put people over here. Put our last of our humans to work. This is clay. Yeah, so these are clay mines. Let's do... Yeah, that area. Oh, except nobody's in range for them. I see the issue. Okay, so I do need to build... Can I, like, just pick these up and move them? Is that a thing I can do? Move. Can be moved for free. Ha ha ha! Very nice. Okay. Alerts. Follow your orders. Queen gave you orders. Keep track of them. Yeah, I'm working on it, buddy. I misunderstood the way that what you were trying to have me recover over here. We are now felling these trees and getting into this glade over here. There are a couple of glades left on the map. So this one I might actually move as well, because there's a glade up here that I would like to get into. Move you. Technically, you can just slot in there, right? Because you're not on any of the resource piles, right? Oh no, yeah, you are on the resource piles, okay. Well, actually, it doesn't look like you are. Oh, well, I guess that works. There. Okay. Might move the forager camp to another location, the original one. It's still working on these eggs, I think. Order's ready to go. Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is working on collecting... Oh, no, it's not. The Trapper's Camp, Small Trapper's Camp. Oh, yeah. Well, it's still collecting a little bit of these roots over here. So it's got roots to collect, but the other one, what does it want to collect? It wants to collect grain, roots, and vegetables. There's roots there. These are flags. These need harvesters camps. These are collected via the herbalist camp, so these are all being collected that way. Yeah, I think it's fine where it is currently. I could move it in here, and I think I will eventually do that, but... Well, actually, you know what? Let me do that. I do like that idea. We're going to go ahead and move this. We're going to move this over here. There, that opens this up. Oh yeah, order's ready to complete. Turn these in. We get giant vegetables, which is a perk. +1 to vegetable production. Gain additional vegetables every yield. Nice. And we get reputation 1, which will lower the... Yeah, lower the impatience. Stonecutters camp. Objectives. Put up a stonecutters camp. Produce clay. So I've got several sources of clay. One over here, a bunch over here. We're going to stick it over here, I think. Which we need to go into here. We need to pick the stonecutters camp. Go into camp. Stonecutters camp. I'm going to stick you right there. And go. All right. Pretty good. I misunderstood a couple of things about the immediate about the start of this sort of game, but I think I've got a better understanding now. This is my first look, so you'll have to excuse some of my misunderstanding. But yeah, we're collecting mushrooms and berries at the herbalist camp. We are still chopping wood with our woodcutters. Oop, this needs people in it. Let's put one human and one lizard folk. Let's actually give one of these lizard folk a job. Everyone's in homes. We're collecting all sorts of stuff. We're mining clay now out of the ground. More clay over here as well. We're harvesting roots over here. Oop, we opened up a glade down here that's got vegetables and clay. There's the order done. We've got all the clay that we need. We're going to deliver this. +1 to clay production. Gain additional clay each yield. Next objective is the harvester's camp. This is going to collect us our plant fibers and reeds. We need to harvest plant fibers. So plant fibers are going to be in these guys, right? Yes. So let's go. We're going to have to pick up the harvester's camp. Harvester's camp. Let's stick it right here. Go on. We're working into this glade, and then we'll cut into this glade next, I think. If you move it a little, you should be able to get both flax fields. You know what? I guess that's true, but I can move it after it's done with its harvesting, so I'm not too worried about that. That is legitimately true. Would probably have been the smarter approach. But we're gonna put a human there. There we go. Now everyone's got a job, which actually means I have no... Small encampment is idle. Oh, I discovered another one without noticing it. So unfortunately, I don't have anybody free, so I'm gonna have to free up probably a couple of guys out of this logging camp. We're actually gonna have to free up at least one, possibly two beavers. Take care of whatever this is. Destroyed camp, there are survivors, so we need more people now. I did pick up, drop my phone on the ground. I did at some point pick up amber. I don't know what that is. Trade goods. It's under trade goods. Widely accepted currency in the kingdom. Crystallized tree blood. Fitting. Okay. This needs, we are gonna go ahead and send you some vegetables. And we are gonna accept new people. Newcomers! Plant fiber. Right now, I think stone, vegetables, and eggs are probably more important. Also, we like the beaver people. All right, so we got more people now anyway. Let's go ahead and stick you guys over here. Although that does mean that I'm also going to need more housing. Oh, looks like the storm broke, and we are now back to no builders available. Oh, right. Well, they will be once they take care of this. I have an order ready to complete. Yeah, they will be once they finish up over here, they'll be free to do stuff. +1 to plant fiber production, gain additional plant fiber every yield. Cool. Next. Planks in crude workstation, bricks in crude workstation, fabric in crude workstation. So I need to make a crude workstation. Can use storm water. So now we're starting at proper production. So we go to industry, we say crude workstation. Okay, there are logistics lines. Ooh, there are logistics lines. I see. So you're gonna have to, there's a bit of sim citying that needs to be done. Yeah, okay, logistics, yeah. Every building has its own internal storage where produced and gathered goods are temporarily stored. When the internal storage reaches its limits, the goods in it will be transported to the main warehouse by a worker. While transporting, it is important to keep in mind the villagers have a limited carry capacity depending on their profession and active perks, might need to walk between their workplace and the main warehouse multiple times. Every few minutes, workers will take breaks, return to nearby hearth to eat and rest. During a break, they'll consume at least one item of food and try and fulfill all their needs, clothing, and services. If a villager has multiple needs tied to complex food, they will consume more than one meal. Goods kept in the building's internal storage are inaccessible to other villagers or production buildings, have to be transported to the main warehouse. They can be further distributed or consumed. Definitely see me spending a lot of time in something like this. This needs to get finished up. There, it did get finished. Now I've got some workers, builders available to go build some of these buildings that I've set up. Right now I don't have any designated shopping except for this one little thing. So let's go ahead and designate. Let's go this way into the... Oh, they're not quite close enough to get everything. We'll have to move the camp at some point. All right. So we have a crude workstation. The beavers are considered industrious. So let's try and put that to work there. So you are currently making... Yeah, you're trying to make plants, fabric, bricks, and pipes. You're trying to make all three of them. You don't need pipes right now for the order. That is true. But I also don't think I have copper bars anyway. But you are correct. And I also don't have copper bars. So they probably wouldn't waste time doing that anyway. If I look at crafting resources, yeah, I don't have copper of any kind. Oh, I do have copper ore. But apparently I would need to smelt that. You're still collecting, you're still collecting, you're still collecting. All right, let's move you. Doing all right. So let's Let's be a little spicy. Move this here, and let's designate cutting into the dangerous zone. Let's see what the danger zone has for us. You can see we got bricks and fabric in the crude warehouse waiting to go. Yeah, and they're spending their time creating these things. I just made planks. Turn off bricks. I don't need bricks anymore. Small foragers camp has no deposit nearby. That's this guy. Okay, so it does designate all the possible resources. So let's put you back over here. It's back to the rain. It's back to the storm season. Hostility. So as I get more... Okay. So as I get more villagers, and as time goes on, the hostility of the forest will increase. Okay, order done. I'm getting parts, and I'm getting a perk. Plus 50% to the amount of goods produced in the crude workstation. Awesome. Last one. Ancient tablets. Cut through the forest to discover a dangerous or forbidden glade, which I have not done yet. Change the resource from spark dew to fabric in the ancient shrine, which is found in the dangerous glade. Valuable sources of knowledge highly sought after by traders in the Queen herself. They can be found in dangerous or forbidden glades. So I need an ancient tablet. And I get a bunch of amber for it. Okay. You moved a wood cutting station, so it might not connect well to the workstation. That is definitely true. However, there's a bunch of shit in my main warehouse right now. Like I've got 450 wood in my main warehouse right now, so it will have all of the stuff that it needs. I'm gonna go ahead and move this closer to there, so everything is in it. Oh, choose a blueprint. Aha! Specific housing. Building it specifically for humans, lizards, or beavers. So I can definitely, okay, so I can see the inherent kind of choice here, right? The lizards have the lowest, like, resolve of all of my other members, but there's only 3 of them. So I don't know if it's that important to, like, keep them super appeased. Whereas the humans and the beavers, I have 9 of each. The humans have the highest resolve right now. But is it more beneficial to get the humans to an even higher level of resolve? Or does it make more sense to sort of bolster the beavers up to the higher level? That's interesting. We're going to go over beaver housing. Oh. They also have different requirements. The beaver housing requires tons of planks. Well, let's go beaver house. And let's go to our thing here, and we're just gonna make planks. That's all I want you to make. I want you to just make a buttload of planks. If I look at not trade goods, fuel, no. No. Building materials. Yeah, there it is. Keep building materials up. Choose a cornerstone. I got a new cornerstone. Ah, well, we're definitely gonna just take eggs for a minute. Okay, I understand kind of what's going on with this game at this point. Yeah, I definitely think I more or less understand what's going on here. This looks like it's got some kind of like water wheel in it. It does. Where's it getting its water from? Doesn't make any sense. Oh, from the rain! Because it's always raining! Uh-huh, I get it. That's cool design. I like that. Oh, there it is. Danger, Will Robinson. There's the ancient shrine. It needs planks. Ah. Actually, I could just give it raw wood, huh? It just needs a lot more of it, but we can definitely give you raw wood. It needs scrolls or fabric. We can't get scrolls, but we can get fabric. So we're gonna send you fabric. And then you need simple tools. Threats. Disturbing the ruins of the great civilization can have grave consequences. Kills 3 random villagers. Do I have simple tools? Oh, I do. I've got a bunch that came with me. Okay. Really see you're making different decisions where how the game. Yeah, I'm figuring it out. So I need more fabric. Do I have? How much fabric do I even have? Probably only 4. It says only 4. Yeah. I do need you guys to make fabric. So actually, here's my next question. Is that like literally 40 seconds? Yeah, I have like no time to actually do this. Well, I think that's fine, right? Because it's going to kill 3 people, but I got plenty more. And I am making the materials that I need. Well, eventually I will be making the materials that I need. Oh, I've also got newcomers coming. We're going to turn off... What can you make? Oh, you're on a break. Well, let's wait for this until this actually goes off. And we'll see how this sort of, what happens here. Oh, yeah, it's just happening. And the next one happens in 5.5 minutes. Oh, yeah, look at that. Lizardman Harvester died. Human Forager, Human Harvester died. Okay, so now let's collect these newcomers. Say 2 humans and computer's fine. So what I need to make sure is that these guys are still working, which they are. All right. Yeah, I can see sort of how this is supposed to work. I don't know if it's possible to actually get that done right away. Wow, It really takes you a while to frickin' produce this stuff, huh? Now, there's a chance you had more supplies before you opened that particular glade. Right, there was a chance that I could have already had the required materials, that's for sure. Scouts are idle in ancient shrine. Found no orders to investigate were given. Small foragers camp has no deposits nearby. So it wouldn't let me give that order until such a time as I had all the required materials. So it wouldn't actually let me start hauling stuff over here until I had everything I needed. It's a little bit frustrating, but... Also, it won't let me go all hands on deck. I can only grab 3 people and have them haul. It's a very intriguing game. So now we just need one more person to come back with the simple tools that are needed to break this down, and we'll have this done before the last timer ticks over. Oh yeah, did you lose a person? You did not. So you should still be... Oh, this did lose people. Here's my last person. This is my last person hauling the last thing over here. Plenty of time to spare. Stonecutter's camp has no deposits nearby. It's alright, we're about done here. Done! So now what do I... Oh! Now we've got to actually work at it for like 30 seconds. Okay. But it's going to be tight. Well, it's going to be within like a minute, but like... You can definitely see how, like, the timing can be very tight here. You'll have to be very quick. Oh. Small abandoned cache. I have nobody free to pick this up, but, simple goods to... Barrel of ale and bunch of reeds. Okay. Oh, there's actually a small glade left over here, huh? I guess it doesn't really matter. If you win, you win. There it is. We got it. Somebody has the ancient tablet and they're walking it back to our warehouse. Once it's stored in our warehouse, we should be able to... Bing! Turn this in and we should be done because this should max out our bar. Ta-da! Settlement complete. Village has been secured. There is one more test of your skills. Okay,